Hello and welcome, parents. My name is Mr. Jake Macmillan. The students call me Mr. Mac because it's a little shorter and quippier, but I am the AP Computer Science A teacher here at Valley Christian High School. Hello and welcome, y'all. A little bit about me. I am a VCHS alum myself. I graduated in 2012, after which I went to University of the Pacific to study computer science. While I was there, I also tutored other students in computer science, which kind of sparked my joy for teaching. And here I am, many years later. This is my 6th year teaching here at Valley. I taught Introduction to Computer Science for a couple of years, and this is now my 4th year teaching AP Computer Science A. And recently I celebrated my 4-year wedding anniversary with my wife, which was lovely. About this class specifically, APCSA is designed to teach students how to write code in the Java programming language. This class is going to be a lot more complex, a lot more fast than the other computer science classes we offer here at Valley. Ideally, students have some foundational knowledge of programming in any language before they take this class so that they have that foundation and are ready to dive into deeper topics. So they don't have to know anything about Java, but having programming knowledge in the past is very, very helpful for succeeding in this class. It serves as a great stepping off point if they want to study computer science in college. Even if they don't want to study computer science specifically, a lot of different STEM majors require some amount of computer science knowledge in the first place. My wife is a mechanical engineer, but she had to take a computer science class while she was in college. It's a very useful skill to have in whatever field you happen to go into. So APCSA is analogous with the kind of first semester class you would take as a computer science major. So it's the introduction to computer science and object-oriented programming. But the way that our class operates is we have an online curriculum called CodeHS. Students can access it from the computers that we have in here or from a device of their own, whether it's an iPad or a laptop or a desktop at home. Each class period, we have a lecture on 1 or 2 new programming topics from the current unit. And then we'll have class work time during which students will work on the assignments related to the topic that they learned that day. Because putting these concepts into practice is how we ingrain those skills. And the goal of our class is for students to succeed on the AP exam at the end of the year. So we have a lot of time to practice. My goal is for students to have as little homework as possible. Ideally, they finish all of the work during class time and they can go and do other things outside of my class. They can go and have fun doing extracurriculars or just being a high school student because it's a very important time of life. If they need additional time outside of class, I'm available in here after school on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. On Tuesdays, we do have teacher trainings and stuff until usually around 3 p.m. But if students are still here after then, I am happy to be here and help them out. And then right after school on Thursday and Friday, if students need help, they can come on by. I will be here to assist. Now, if you see your student not having a great time in my class, if they are struggling, if they're having a hard time, keep in mind, computer science is a very unique, very different subject from a lot of other things that they'll be learning. It's very different logical way to structure thought. So some students immediately get it. Some students are really quick at it. Some students take a little bit longer to make that shift in their mind on how does the computer think. I think that everyone can and should learn how to do computer science, but some students definitely take a little bit longer to process and get into that brain space than others do. So keep in mind, not everyone learns it at the exact same pace. If a student happens to be fallen behind, I encourage them to watch the videos that CodeHS provides. They have all the same information as my lectures and serve as a very good review tool. They can also look at my lecture slides. Those are all posted on learnvcs.net. I think I also have recordings of my lectures specifically up on YouTube. I have those linked also on learnvcs.net if they want to watch me talk about the topic rather than the CodeHS teacher. But we all cover the same information. You can also encourage them to reach out to me or come to office hours. So reach out to me via email, come to office hours. I'm happy to be of assistance whenever they need it. I try to respond to email as fast as I can, especially when it's a student with a code question. That means they're probably working on it right then, and they need help finishing it right then. If students don't finish work during class, my late work policy is that as long as it's in before the end of the unit, before the unit test, I will accept it with no questions asked, because they can work on it the next class period, come to me for help, collaborate with their classmates for help. So it doesn't need to be super hard on the deadlines. I might mark it as missing in PowerSchool if they haven't turned it in when I update grades, but as long as it gets turned in before the unit test, full marks, no questions asked. So if you need to get in contact with me, this is my email address. And that is it for us today. Thank you all for being here. Hello.
This is an AP class.
This is an AP class.
How to prepare for AP exams? I heard like most of the kids taking AP Mark